Hey, and welcome back to Power of the Programmer. This is section 4.4, and in this section we are going to be covering reading files. So by now we should have looked at the big picture as well as what are CSVs. So in this section we will be reading files into our computer, into our program using Python. So if you're following along, I actually have a basic program in the section 4 folder, and it's called sales1.py, and here there is a basic Bootstrap or blueprint. So if you're confused what this is, it is if name is main, basically says that if we're running this program from the terminal, then we will be running the program main. And this is just to make it easier for us because it compartmentalizes and makes the code a little bit cleaner to read and write. So a second file we have is the salesdata.csv, which is what we were looking at in the previous section. If we open this up in preview, we can see this is the sales data provided from the month of May. So reading CSVs is pretty straightforward. In Python, there is actually a built-in thing, a built-in function to handle this. So we can just Google file handling in Python, and we're going to be using the with keyword, and with open means open a file. We can type in the name of the file, sales data .csv, and R means read. There's a couple options. We could do read, we can do read write, and then read write plus, but in this case we're only going to be using read. The plus means append, which basically means that we're going to be opening the file and then adding stuff onto the end. The R means read, the W means write. So let's go ahead and open this file up as F. And then F, we need to read this into a variable, which is a labeled data. So let's read this into file, and then we just call the read command, which is pretty straightforward. So if you're unsure about any of this, we can actually look at the documentation, and it will actually have everything that we possibly need. So you can see that fread is how to read a file in Python. So we can go ahead and call this fread and then go ahead and print the file to see if this is true. So now we open terminal and run python sales1.py, and you can see it has successfully read the file. So we can reference the sales data here and see that 1208 is the last line. So this file was read successfully. So reading is very simple in Python. It's really just 2 lines. This opens the file under salesdata.csv as a variable f, and then we call the read function to read everything. There's a couple other options such as read individual lines, but for the sakes of this program and scope of this course, we won't need to know that. Since that is more for fine-grained control. However, most of the time, CSVs, we want to read it in its entirety. So this covers reading files in Python, and in the next section, we're going to be doing some organization and using the CSV library to start organizing our data. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next section.